It's 7:36. Time to focus on business. Our business editor, Mike Eppel, joining us now. Mike, kind of a weird thing. One of the best weeks in the last bunch of time for global equity markets. A strange twist of things.
Yeah, well, it's because I was away.
Is that what it was?
There's a direct correlation. It always happens. The fun always happens when you go on vacation. But no, seriously, first off, excuse our renovations back here. We're planning something big. And I'm not going to doodle anything with a dry erase marker or anything of that nature. We are coming off a very good week, Ted. The markets globally, in fact, the best week we've seen in about 2 years' time. It was U.S. central bank inspired. Let's face it, everybody up until Wednesday of last week was wondering what the U.S. Federal Reserve was going to signal about interest rates. Were they going to start tightening policy? Were they going to start raising interest rates aggressively? Lo and behold, the U.S. central bank actually made a lot of sense. They're going to wait and see if, in fact, the U.S. data means that they should be raising interest rates, because really all they've seen is pretty good job creation. They've seen no wage growth, no oil strength whatsoever. Consumer spending is weak at best. Their trade is a little bit out of whack, and the U.S. dollar is way too strong. So they're going to wait. Likely until the summer, maybe even beyond. So everybody started buying in last week big time. We have the NASDAQ starting this week within range of a record. Last time we saw the NASDAQ this strong was back in year 2000 when we were in the midst of the tech bubble. We're starting the week with Facebook close to a record. It's almost $84 per share. It's been rising quite consistently. The social network really outperforming some of its chief competitors. Twitter, for example, has done virtually nothing over the past year. We're starting the week as well with Apple, of course, now a member of the Dow Jones. It's moving to the upside in the early trade. Shares in the oil sector under pressure a little bit to start. We saw a nice rally last week, not so much follow through this morning because Saudi Arabia is pumping about 10 million barrels of oil a day. That's close to a record. Interestingly, the Canadian dollar is starting the week higher at almost 80 cents U.S. Earnings this week include results from Lululemon Athletica, the Vancouver-based yoga wear company. They'll be putting out their earnings on Thursday. How is their reorganization? They've had a big management turnover over the past couple of years, and they're looking at new global markets, so that may play out in the earnings. And BlackBerry, Friday, puts out its quarterly results. Are they making any money? They've had a lot of new product announcements and focused on software. Does that pay off on the bottom line? Interesting week coming up. Ted, back to you.
All right, good stuff. We will excuse the renovations, Mike. There you go.
Yeah, I'll get my paint can out in a few minutes.
Looking forward to it. Good stuff. Have a good day, my friend. That's our business editor, Mike Eppel, reporting this morning. You can hear Mike, of course, on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.
BT's Market Report is brought to you by 660 News.
That's your news to 7:39. Still about -5, -6 at the airport. Heading back to Jill Bell.
Thanks very much, Ted. Gorgeous grad fashion for you after the break with the help of Velvet and Vino fashion blogger Becky Kung. We have 4 beautiful models and beautiful looks to show you.